Hey guys, how's it going? It's 8-Bit Eric. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are actually going to finally talk about this game, Demon's Souls. So, since the PlayStation 5 came out, and I was picking up games to play on live stream, one game was almost always mentioned and suggested to me by my live chat, and that was Demon's Souls. So, the first time around when this game came out, I didn't even have a PlayStation console. Didn't have a PS3. Didn't even get a PS4 until 2016. So I always was kind of like a Nintendo fanboy for the longest time, and I always missed out on Demon's Souls. Now, throughout the years, I did play some of the other Soulsborne genre type of games. I played a little bit of Bloodborne, ultimately sucked at that. Tried a little bit of Dark Souls, sucked at that. So going in, I knew this was going to be a hard game. I even asked my live chat, I'm like, hey, is this harder than Bloodborne or Dark Souls? And they said that it wasn't quite as hard as Bloodborne, but hey, opinion subjective. So going into this, I already knew it was going to be just like Dark Souls or Bloodborne, where I'm going to be rage quitting essentially. And I have to say that was the case. Talk about a game that made me feel like I was a worthless piece of you-know-what. Going into Demon's Souls, you initially get in here, you quickly learn that this game is all about defense. Parrying your enemy attacks so you can open them up and get them with a stab or some kind of strategic dodge and find out their weaknesses and stuff. Going in, do not make the mistake of hacking and slashing, because you will leave yourself open, especially if you go for a strong attack where your character might swing very slow and leave themselves open to being attacked by a lot of enemies. And sometimes you get bombarded by several enemies at once. And that's one thing that's scary about this game, is that it does not pause. It does not stop. Literally, you could be in the inventory management screen and get attacked and get killed and lose all of your progress. I learned the hard way on that. So, after probably about 2 solid days of learning the game mechanic, especially the combat, I managed to start getting somewhere. So, I quickly learned it's all about the grind. So, my strategy going into this was the first part of the game, I was just going to play through it as many times as I can and travel back to the Nexus, which is like your hub world where you can upgrade your character and your skill points, your equipment, repair your equipment, or store stuff. I learned quickly after I finally managed to make it to the first boss, which is the Phalanx, big huge slime creature, that to take advantage of farming spots. So I started off nice and slow, went to the first level, farmed as much as I could, got my strength and my endurance up and my dexterity, and then from there I found different methods like the Isle of Storms. I just took my time killing those big skeleton guards and taking advantage of how many souls they dropped until I started to build a character that was very strength heavy and very endurance heavy, so I could use my longsword, which I also upgraded to like a longsword +7, to where I could finally go and defeat the big spider that's in the smithing grounds, and also the Tower Knight, which the Tower Knight, holy cow, do not even let me get started with how crazy some of the bosses could be in this game. I'm sure if you're watching this and you're experienced and you've played the Demon's Souls games, you know what it's all about. But this is all from a noob's perspective, somebody that never really experienced or sat down and really sunk more than 1 or 2 hours out of the game. Honestly, very impressed. So I was also clued in, because I was playing as a knight, but in my live stream I was clued in that an easy, quote unquote easy mode for this game is to be royalty and to equip magic items. I think there's like a ring that automatically restores your HP or your MP, and then you can use the wand in one hand, and essentially it's like a god mode where you can go around and use your magic. I was able to breeze through most of the first level as royalty, but I felt it was cheating. I wanted the whole Demon's Souls experience, so I started a brand new game with a knight. And even though there was moments where I really wanted to give up, I stuck with it. So that overall is my first impressions of it. I think right now I'm trying to defeat the Adjudicator, or whoever the first one is on the level of Isle of Storms, the first boss. He's like a big, huge, like pig-looking creature. I'm working on that. So there's no way in hell I'm probably going to beat this game. This is probably one of the most difficult games of all time. But let's talk about how it looks on the PlayStation 5, because this was actually rebuilt from the ground up from Blue Point. They did a good job essentially remaking Demon's Souls from what it used to look like to now. The atmosphere, the gothic imagery, you get caught up looking at the scenery in this game and you forget that you can get attacked at any moment. And honestly, I think they did good. The original Brutal Challenge has been completely remade from the ground up. This is essentially a completely brand new game made. The visual quality, it has enhanced performance. I had to play in performance mode though, because I did experience a little bit of lag and issues with the optimization mode. So I went to performance mode where it felt buttery smooth, and I actually quite enjoyed it doing it that way. Now the combat, it does get a little bit of getting used to. I know some people have described it as a little janky, and some people hate that this game has such an absurd amount of challenge on it. I can understand that. That's fair. But it actually became a lot more interesting once I started to grind and power up my character, to the point where this is actually one of my most favorite games to pick up and do a few rounds, get some souls, and see if I'm able to upgrade a level or two. Even if I'm playing a half hour a day, I've just been kind of repeating some of the levels. I have like a rotation now. I'll go to like World 1, do the first 2 parts. I go to the Isle of Storms, do the first half of that. Then I go to the Smithing Grounds and do everything up into the Spider. And then I just rinse and repeat. And I go and see if I can upgrade my skills, see if I can upgrade my weapons, and just do that. So essentially, I'm going to try to get to like power level like 60 or something and see how good I do. So I've quickly have grown to love Demon's Souls. As hard as it is, as unforgiving as it is, as rage quitty as it is, I've grown to love this. I seriously missed out on this game when it first came out, and thanks to the PlayStation 5, I'm finally experiencing it. So personally, thank you guys for recommending it to me. I know you guys wanted to see me get tortured, but I'm starting to love it. I'm starting to understand the mechanics. It's not about just trying to rush through and stuff. It's about the long haul. It's about powering up your character, grinding, learning the mechanics, learning how to parry, learning how to dodge, and just getting used to how the enemies move, looking for their weaknesses, looking for their signs of when they're going to leave themselves open. So it did take me a lot of time, because I know a lot of my friends get frustrated with this game. I could see that. And again, it's fair, but when you really sit down and take your time, have a little bit of patience, this is a freaking fantastic game, and it's a PS5 exclusive. So grab it. I like it. It's a little pricey. It's one of the $70 games, but you will get a lot of hours of playtime on Demon's Souls. And well, guys, that's it for today's video. Thanks a lot for watching, as always. Make sure you throw a like and hit that subscription button if you haven't already. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Consider supporting 8-Bit Eric on Patreon for just $1 a month. Link below in the description. You want to become part of the hashtag 8BE Nation, guys? Well, be sure to pick up your official merch, now available online. Link is below in the description. We got classic t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, and even women's apparel. Don't forget, pick up your official merch now. And while you're at it, guys, feel free to watch the next video, or why don't you catch up on one that you might have previously missed. Thanks again, guys, for all the support. I couldn't do this without you. You guys are amazing, and don't forget to subscribe and click that like button if you are brand new. Thanks again, guys. Peace out.